Well, good morning. It's about 11:30 on the 26th, the day after Christmas Day. I'm at the house, not much to do. I thought I'd come out here and work in the garage for a little while. Reading the comments, I'm starting to say to myself, gee willikers, maybe it is the compression release. I crossed that off my list of usual suspects way back at the beginning of this effort on this bike because there is play in the release lever. It's not tight. There's play, and when we put it on top dead center and then release compression, it works. I mean, it doesn't release until way down here somewhere. So I crossed that off my list of suspects. I have put it back on my list of suspects. So I'm going to pull the tank off. And I'm going to check the compression release mechanism. It's up underneath and easier seen with the tank off, so I'll do that. And then if it looks like it's working normally, I am going to pull the plug and shoot some oil into the cylinder and do another compression test, which means I get the kick on the bike because Kevin can't make it down today. And then after that, I'm not sure. Regroup. So let's see what happens. I'm going to take it apart now and I will show you the mechanism and see how it goes. Okay, the tank is off and the compression release is way under here, underneath all these wires. So I'm going to have to start clipping and moving just to get access to it so I can see what it's doing. All this electrical work is very neatly done, by the way. It's fun when I work on a bike and I can't pick apart or pick on anything. It's, oh, that's terrible. No, this is all very nicely done. Look at these splices. You know, my good buddy Bill, he does neat work, no doubt about it. All right, so let me show you on the other side. He put on a oil cooler. I've never believed in oil coolers, even here in Phoenix with 120 degrees. You know, I just don't believe in them. That's personal, not a binding opinion, just me. This is tied down. You can see the adjuster right there in there. So I'm going to get in there and check that mechanism once I cut everything loose. By the way, I don't believe in this. He's got the cables tied down. My feeling on cables is cables gotta move. Cables gotta fly free. I never tie down cables. I like to see them flex as they're used. It makes things work smoother, you know, when you don't tie stuff down. So anyway, that's just, once again, personal opinion, not binding, just me. I don't put any cables through tie downs. I let them like this. I let these things fly free. It just, it's easier on the cable. But anyway, once again, just my opinion. I could be wrong. Anyway, I'm gonna clear up some area and try to get into that compression release. Okay, I've got the engine set at top dead center, both by the marking there of the top dead center versus the line, and the fact that I had my finger over the spark plug hole when I brought the pistons up. And as I will show you in just a moment, both the intake and exhaust valves are clear. They have their setting of, I think it's 8 and 10 as I recall. I'm going to put the phone down and then show you the action of the compression release. Okay, with the engine set to top dead center, I'm going to show you the valves are clear. Can you hear this? And over here, holding it up, tapping it down. So you got a good 8 and 10 here. They even sound good. Okay, so top dead center, valves clearance, and now I'm going to show you the action of the compression release. First of all, the handle's up here, and it's got some play in it. That's nice. Okay, right there. So the cable's not pulling anything. And now I'm going to go down here and show you. I'll zoom in here. Watch the action of the compression release on the, what's hanging me up? Just the carpet. Okay, now I'll show you the action of the compression release on this valve. See if I can do this without getting in the way. I'm not sure I can. Can you see that? Okay, I'm not sure. Don't know how to do this better. I'm going to hold this valve up in the upper position, this rocker, okay? And I'm going to pull the release lever. See it moving just that little bit? That's all it moves. It's about, gosh, 1/8 of an inch. And you open it, that's all that cracks that valve. It's just that little bit to release the compression. So at this point in time, the compression release is not holding the exhaust valve down. And yet you saw in yesterday's video when I was kicking the bike over, setting it at top dead center, and then releasing the compression and going past top dead center and then kicking it to start it. It works. It does release. It moves that valve enough, which I mean just must be a hair's breadth. Just a little bit of push down on that valve. It's amazing. I expected more. But anyway, you can see it working, and you can see that it's not holding it down. So the lack of compression, in my opinion, is not caused by the compression release. I don't know what else to try at this point in time. I'm going to put some oil in here and do another compression test and see if we get a different result than we did yesterday. Okay, so that's where we are. Okay, I'm going to put a little bit of oil in the cylinder and then do another compression test. I'm using Marvel Mystery Oil for the oil in the cylinder. My good buddy Richard tells me that Marvel Mystery Oil is best if you're trying to check or break stuck rings free because it doesn't burn like regular oil might. So I don't know, but it sounds like a good story. And I trust Richard implicitly. And I mean, he knows more about cars and he's forgotten more about cars and engines and mechanics than I'll ever know. So I'm going to take his word for it. I've got some Marvel Mystery Oil. It's wonderful stuff. I'm going to put a little bit down in the cylinder and then do the compression test. And if I get pushback, I'll say la vie. If you don't agree, go ahead and comment. But this is what I'm going to do. Okay, I've got the bike all set up. Compression gauge is in the plug hole. I'm going to hold the throttle wide open and give it 10 good kicks, or until it exhausts me, one or the other, and see what kind of compression we get now with the oil in the cylinder. Whoa! Let's stop going up And I've got just about 100 pounds of compression. I'll show you. So, I mean, what we had 75 the other day with oil in the cylinder. We've got, let's zoom in on this, about 60, 70, 80, it's going down very slowly. It was up around 95. So we gained about 30 pounds, 20 pounds, 20 pounds, 75 to 95. And it's bleeding down slowly. That could be the gauge, I don't know. But anyway, I'm not sure what that tells me. Everybody online says you should have 125 pounds compression. And we don't have it. That 95 was as high as I've ever seen. Kevin's bigger than I am. He can't be here today. I'm going to leave this thing set up like this. And next time he comes down, we'll do another compression check with him doing the kicking. And there goes a stereo. I've always wanted a 0007 license. That would be a license to shoot stereo systems. But anyway, you know, I'm the guy who the bumper sticker applies to if my music is too loud. You're too old. Yeah, that's me. I'm too old. So anyway, that's where we are. Compression release is not the problem. Compression did increase by about 20 pounds when I put oil into the cylinder. And I'm going to leave it like that until Kevin can come down and help me with another compression test. He's also going to bring his gauges down. We'll use his gauges and do another bleed down test and see how that works. Still no smoking gun, no real reason for not starting. That's where we are. Gonna hang it up.